I'm going to show you how you can make another fig tree for free using a technique called ground layering. So ground layering is incredibly simple. What you're doing is you're just taking a branch that's low to the ground and you're going to make sure that the wood on that branch is making contact with the soil. And so when that's happening, the tree can actually sense that it's not in the air like these other branches. When it's in the air, it's going to produce leaves and stems. But when this wood is in the ground, instead of producing leaves and stems, it's actually going to start to produce roots. And then once those roots have established into that soil, you can prune it off, and then you have a new fig tree. You stick it in a pot, and guess what? That's an LSU purple tree. So if you have one that's about that size in a pot, it's probably going to cost you around like 65, 70 bucks. So why not do that for free? So what you want to do is try to find a branch that's low to the ground. This one is actually ideal because it was growing like this anyway. And this was definitely going to get pruned because I don't want to have this branch just growing along the ground like this. That's no good. So since I was going to prune this anyway, it's a perfect candidate for that ground layer. So what I'm going to do to start out is just start applying soil. So I mixed together some of my native soil along with a little bit of compost, a little bit of mulch, just to kind of replicate what's already in this mound. And I'm going to start piling that on top of this tree here. And so now that I've got dirt on it, I'm actually going to put a little bit more. We really want to make sure that's in contact with the ground. And we're forming a nice little bulge here on top of my planting mound where this tree's growing well. All right, so now that that's good and covered, what we're going to do is just take a rock. I mean, this is like caveman botany right here. We're going to take that rock, put it on top of there just to make sure that it's not moving. And one thing that we can do to kind of boost this up is create a cantilever effect. Because this is so low to the ground, I want this more upright. So I'm just going to put another rock under this branch, and there we have it. It is set up for air layer success. I'm probably going to put a little bit of additional pine bark mulch, not pine bark, but this chopped pine right here on top of this to again retain more moisture and make sure that stays nice and moist over the next few months. And by the time this tree goes dormant here in the winter, this will really be two trees because it's going to have its own root system and it's feeding off of all the energy that's coming through these leaves, and you should get a really high success rate when you propagate with this strategy.